I came to Arkansas because I wanted to play in the toughest conference in college football, and it seemed like a great opportunity with Coach B coming here, and the type of offense that he runs. Felt like it was a perfect fit for me.
I came up on a visit, and I liked everything about it. I liked the family, and it just felt right to me. So it was kind of an easy decision for me to come up here and play, and I knew I could walk on and be productive.
I think a walk-on that comes into our program needs to know that he's going to be treated just like everybody else. Everybody gets treated equally here, but what they do is they usually bring a little bit of passion. Usually they're in-state kids, guys that have dreamed about being the Hogs, guys that maybe are under-recruited, underdeveloped, or undersized, and they bring a little chip on their shoulder and hopefully bring great things to the program.
I think that we come in with, kind of like that chip on our shoulder. We want to prove people wrong, or not wrong, but we want to prove ourselves really, and we can help any way we can. And if you're a walk-on, you definitely have to have passion to come up here and pay your own way and play football and do everything that we do. If it's scout team or if it's first team, either way, we have the passion for the game to be able to come up here and play wherever we can.
A lot of people didn't know that I was a walk-on until I actually said I was a walk-on. So we have a lot of players that contribute who aren't on scholarship here.
I think walk-ons have made a huge impact on this program. We have a ton of guys that are coming in every week and helping out this team to get victories, and I think it's a huge tool for this team.
I think it's important to have a strong walk-on program for really a couple reasons. One being it brings a little bit of energy, a little bit of passion to the program that you normally can't get from maybe a guy that's been recruited out of state. And the second thing is they're known as erasers. A lot of times you get a kid that comes in and he maybe erases a recruiting mistake of the past, someone that didn't pan out the way that you had hoped, or maybe somebody that got injured.
I mean, it's a big commitment. It's a big commitment to come up here, and you're going to have to come up here and impress people and prove people wrong and do some good things. And so there's definitely a passion. You have to love the game for sure, especially if you're paying your own way. There's a big task ahead of you, and you're going to have to go and put in work and impress a lot of people. But I knew that I could do that, and so that's what I did.
There's a great deal of respect from the scholarship players, knowing that they're doing this all out of pocket. They don't get the rewards of the financial repercussions and all that goes into it. But when they see a guy that's paying his own way and he's busting his tail as hard as anybody else, maybe sacrificing a little bit more, it's truly a motivating factor for everybody.
I think everybody's treated the same, and from my experience, everybody acts the same around everybody, and they don't treat any walk-ons really any different.
The number one goal of what I think everyone's number one goal is on the program is to win. So that always came first, but then also before I got the scholarship in the back of my mind, if I do well personally, then I'll be able to do this, which will make it a lot easier on my family.
Here we've got a national award coming out of Arkansas that awards these players and recognizes these guys from all over the country that have had to do it on their own, have had to prove themselves, that really weren't given the recognition that the scholarship player was, but would not take no for an answer and knew that they were more than capable of being a contributor on the team.
When I learned about the award, it was pretty cool knowing that it was an Arkansas guy that it is named after, and he went on. Unfortunately, wasn't able to complete his NFL career, but I'm pretty proud to come from a university that's had success with walk-ons in the past, and he's kind of, I guess, would be the goal of the walk-ons is to walk on and eventually become a draft pick.
He was an awesome player. He walked on, and I feel like he had that passion for sure. And he came up and proved himself, and then was going to the NFL. And going to continue his career. And so to be able to be in a program that that a walk-on can come up and prove themselves. I knew I was in the right place and in a good place.
Being a former walk-on myself, I know how much it means to earn a scholarship, to finally be recognized as someone that belongs at this level and was rewarded because of it.
Coach B was in that situation. He was a walk-on and ended up becoming a team captain, which I think is a huge motivation and goal for us.
When he called me into his office, he pretty much knew what I was going through, having to work a job, go to workouts in the morning, go to school, and balance all that.
I think about when we gave Alan DiApollonio, a guy that had been a 2-year starter here as a snapper and had so much success, to give him the opportunity. I know meant a lot to him and his family. a very, very neat thing and something to remember for the rest of their lives.
It was an incredible feeling. You know, I had been here for 2 years working hard to eventually earn that scholarship. That was one of my main goals. You know, it's kind of, you know, every kid's dream growing up playing high school football is, you know, earn a scholarship for a Division I program is a pretty big deal, so I was very excited.
I couldn't believe it at first because I didn't think I was going to get offered as quickly as I did, but I just prayed every day, like if I just came out there and worked hard, that this would come.
It's a great honor, you know. It was just, it felt, you know, really good to be able to, you know, come up here as a walk-on and then prove yourself, to be able to be a player and be productive.
Any family member from a walk-on, you know, mom, dad, brothers, whatever, you live it with them. I mean, you live it with them. I remember very well Brandon walking on at the university and what he went through and the trials and the accomplishments, and you know, especially all the guys that we have on our team now that have, you know, done so well and have really just you know, worked hard.
Just don't give up. If you keep working and you prove that you're able to help the team win on Saturdays, then you should be rewarded properly.
Just stay with it, stick with it, and you know, keep going at it and getting after it every day. And you do have to play with that chip on your shoulder, but you know, if you keep going and keep playing hard, that you'll get a chance, you'll get your shot.